The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, the most funny in the morning. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, y'all, help us welcome back the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church, Dallas, Texas. Pastor Haynes, good morning.
Good morning, Rickey Smiley. Listen, man, the question of the day is, when you talk to yourself, what is it that you say? Listen, I love the song for the day. The song says we need to encourage ourselves in the Lord. Listen, all of us find ourselves from time to time being hit and hurt by this thing called life, to the point where we become distressed, even discouraged. And then there are those times when we mess up ourselves, and before you know it, we are saying bad things to us, about us. But that's not what David did. At a low point in his life, David said, I'm going to encourage myself in the Lord. And so that's the question I'm raising to everyone today, and that is, do you encourage yourself or discourage yourself? Here's my recommendation. When life goes wrong, don't you go wrong with it. When life goes wrong, don't speak wrong to yourself, but instead learn the power of life and death is in the tongue. Therefore, if you speak over yourself and over your situation in a way that is positive, somehow you will have the strength to get through what is negative. I love that right there, because it says to all of us, we can learn better how to speak over ourselves and over our situation. Here's what you ought to say about yourself and your situation. I can do all things through Christ who gives me the strength. That's a time when you find yourself wondering if you can, and something in you wants to say you can't. But here's what you say: I can do all things through Christ who gives me the strength. Speak over yourself. But not only that, here's the good thing, another good thing, and that is, not only can you do all things through Christ who strengthens you, but greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. Listen, whatever is coming at you, it's not greater than the God above you who lives within you and gives you the power to overcome what comes after you. Listen, I'm simply trying to say, encourage yourself by speaking positively over yourself, words that come from God's word. And when you do that, you can testify, I'm encouraged to keep on keeping on. I'm encouraged not to give up. I'm encouraged to believe. And if I believe, I'm going to achieve, because I am encouraged. God bless you. Have a great day.
I know that's right. All right, let's get into some music. Appreciate that word this morning. Love you, Pastor Haynes.
Love you, Ricky. Have a great one, bro.
Hey, you too. Encourage yourself. Here we go.
News headlines,
entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 25 after the hour. Got your front page right here. Maria, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. The front page is brought to you by Go-Go Squeeze. Create a moment with your kid with Go-Go Squeeze. Fruit on the Go pouches, a nutritious snack made from 100% fruit. Make every moment together count and squeeze out the best with Go-Go Squeeze. Good morning, RSMS family. Here's what's happening in news. Tropical Storm Lee is expected to rapidly intensify into a extremely dangerous hurricane in the Atlantic Ocean by this weekend, according to the National Hurricane Center. Its exact path is still uncertain, but will likely track across the tropical Atlantic through the end of the week and make a close pass at the Leeward Islands over the weekend. In other news, 61 people have been indicted in Georgia on racketeering charges for protesting against a planned police and firefighter training facility in the Atlanta area that critics called Cop City. Republican Attorney General Chris Carr alleged the defendants are militant anarchists who supported a violent movement connecting to the widespread 2020 racial justice protest. Lastly, Ricky, the former chairman of the far-right Proud Boys was sentenced to 22 years in federal prison on Tuesday afternoon. Enrique Tarrio was convicted of seditious conspiracy in connection with the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol, and his sentence is the longest in a January 6th case so far. I'm Maria Moore, and that's a quick look at news. For more on these stories and other headlines, visit RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock T, what's going on in sports?
What's up, Maria, man? New York Liberty superstar Breanna Stewart dropped 40 points on the Dallas Wings last night, also setting the WNBA single-season scoring record, 861 points. She actually finished the game with 885 total points on the season. That's 25 more than Diana Taurasi's old record from 2006. The college football AP Top 25 rankings, they are out. Oh, yes. Number 1 is Georgia, of course. 2 is Michigan. Number 3 is Alabama. Florida State's number 4. Ohio State's number 5. USC is number 6. And, oh, yes, Deion Primetime Sanders and the Colorado Buffaloes are number 22 and snuck into that top 25.
Man, they could have put them up like 14 or 13 or something. Come on now.
I mean, I think that's an honest, just think about it, man. They only won one game last year. You know what I'm saying? And they 1-0, so I think that's an honest spot. At least they put them in the top 25. So they need
to put everybody that jumped in the transfer portal at 22.
I tell you what,
different team.
Well, LSU, man, shoot, they shouldn't even be up there. They shouldn't even be ranked.
Oh.
Not at all. They lost. They 0-1.
Got hit in the mouth.
Come on, man. There's a couple teams that shouldn't even be in there. They're still in there.
I'm not going to be up fussing this early in the morning, right?
They still got Clemson 25. Why they 25? They shouldn't even be in there.
They shouldn't be up and nothing.
Exactly.
They got beat by grits?
Man. They got smashed, man. So
in the mouth.
Come on, dog. We'll be here all morning. Let's throw it on over to Gary with the tea real fast, man.
All right, y'all. Even though, honey, Ryan Seacrest, y'all, is being named as his replacement. A lot of people are saying, y'all, that Wheel of Fortune host Pat Sajak's beautiful daughter, Miss Maggie Sajak, honey, she should have been given that job. Now, they're saying, y'all, that Maggie, she works as the program social correspondent and has been providing audiences with exclusive digital content from backstage activity to interviews, y'all, with players, celebrities, staff, and crew, y'all, for the best part, y'all, of 2 long years, y'all. Yeah, they say she's been doing this for 2 long years, and a lot of people, they're saying, as the viewers across the country continue to rally around her to take over hosting duties, they say they look into her wholesome life, including her close bond with her dad, honey. I ain't never heard of Maggie before, but that's his daughter, honey, and they said she should have that job. And, maybe he should have passed it down if he owned the company, but I guess since he doesn't own it, I guess he can't really give it to Maggie, so they're going to have Ryan Seacrest, who got all the jobs and all the money, so let's stay tuned to Wheel of Fortune. All right, the clue today is one of my favorite clues. My clue today, y'all, is Iger. On the high end, you say Iger, and on the low end, just say beautiful gray. That's your clue for today. Brad, what you got coming up next in the hot spot?
Coming up next in the hot spot, somebody misses their premiere, and I'm going to tell you why and who. Up next, it's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Hot spot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot
and that's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, 29 before the top of the hour, time for the hot spot. What up, Brett?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, Whoopi Goldberg missed the 27th season premiere of The View yesterday due to a COVID-19 diagnosis. Now, as a new wave of cases arise in the U.S., some viewers missed the premiere as well due to an ongoing battle between Disney and Spectrum. Now, a message that read, the Walt Disney Company, owner of this channel, has removed their programming from Spectrum. We offer Disney a fair deal, and yet they continue to demand an excessive increase, appeared on the ABC affiliate channel in New York City. Wow. Meanwhile, according to reports, Warner Brothers expects to lose $300 to $500 million in 2023 due to a joint WGA and SAG-AFTRA, the strikes or whatever. While WBD is hopeful that these strikes will be soon resolved, it cannot predict when strikes will ultimately end, the company wrote. Both guilds will strike on today. The company now assumes the financial impact to WBD of these strikes will persist through the end of 2023. The WGA began their strike on May 2nd, and SAG-AFTRA followed suit on July 14th. These people, what are they going to do? Like, this is their job, their livelihood, their money. Like,
when you're part of the union, honey, they're going to strike.
They got to figure out, I guess, side hustles and figure out something else
Yeah, most definitely.
I just wish it was some kind of way they can make their own
money
and stuff or whatever. It's really bad. It's really bad because it'll get to a point where they don't have no choice. And these CEOs making $200, $300 million, and these people getting 1 cent residual checks. That ain't the paper is worth more than the damn amount that's on there. It's sad, to do that to your actors and your actresses and your writers and stuff, man. You wouldn't have no content if it wasn't for the writers.
That's
and
right.
It's just not fair.
That's right. Oh, my goodness. Well, y'all, we going to wrap up the hot spot on that note. But coming up next, we got Rock T's HBCU, though. Who we repping today, Rock T?
These nuts.
You know what? Hey, dog, I was thinking about that, dog.
Oh, Rickey Smiley Morning
Now you know.
And if you don't know, now you know.
HBCU, You already know. You already know what time it is, baby. Rock Teasy up in the house. HBCU, know. We're going to always put a spotlight on our heroes and our she-ros that attended or currently attend our historically black colleges and universities. Let's head on down to Augusta, Georgia, home of Payne College, established in 1882. Also home of the Purple and White Lions. Let's talk about one of y'all's former graduates. I'm talking about journalist and author Louis Lomax. He became editor of the student newspaper at Payne College, went on to get his master's at American University and his PhD at Yale University. He began his career at the Afro-American and the Chicago Defender, which are two newspapers focused on news that interested African-American readers. He became a freelance writer and published articles centered around the civil rights movement, the Nation of Islam, and the Black Panther Party. He hosted his own, his own weekly television program in Los Angeles. Matter of fact, he's the first African-American television journalist, period. Y'all don't understand. It's a bad man. Mr. Louis Lomax, another proud HBCU alum of Payne College. If you didn't know, now you know. If you want me to highlight your favorite HBCU, hit me up on my social media platforms at RockTHolla. Let's get it.
HBCU, know.
All right, Special K, what you got coming up next? All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Y'all give it up and show your love right now for comedian extraordinaire Special K. What up, man?
Well, good morning, one and all. Y'all not going to believe this story right here. So, apparently no good deed goes unpunished, as an unintentional eruption almost sent this physician to the upper room, and of course it involves Florida man, a man from Florida. This Florida man name is Milo Johansson. He was the patient. He's age 56. And he actually shot his physician close range twice in the chest. Why would he do that? Well, it was after he inadvertently, let's just say, reached the point of completion during a prostate exam. Yeah. Yep. Now, the crime went down on August 22nd, and fortunately, as of today, the physician that he shot did survive the gunshots and is now recovered. Johansson is a car salesman from Jacksonville, and he's presently a fugitive. Now, the doctor says that the doctor who got fired upon notes that for over 30 years, he's been doing these prostate exams. And he said that guys erupt a lot of times in the midst of that prostate exam, and one's sexuality has nothing to do with it. Right. He said this particular patient, Milo, needs help. He said the prostate is like a male G-spot, and it carries, fluids. It's very sensitive, so when it's touched and massaged, you can reach that point with almost no effort.
So he didn't shoot him with a gun.
Now, the doctor said, I understand Milo was shocked by what happened to him. Yes. No, the patient shot the doctor. He pulled out his pistol and literally shot the doctor. And he's explaining what happens here. He said that Milo was shocked by what happened to him. He was shocked when that happened. He said that to him it meant something sexual had taken place without his consent. Yeah. He said something sexual took place between us, and he became very upset and aggressive.
Right. Probably thought he was being sexually
and he became
assaulted.
very aggressive and ordered the doctor to apologize. Yeah, he ordered the doctor to apologize and say no homo. This is what it says in the story. The doctor said, I didn't even know what that meant. He said he was trying to bet his best to calm down Johansson and gently inform him that it was a normal thing. However, Johansson whipped out a pistol, fired 2 shots at him, and fled. And he was last seen in Jacksonville that day, and his significant other said that he phoned her and remarked that it was the last time she had heard from him. And after that call, his number was out of service. He cut his phone off. And the girlfriend says he hated homosexuals, I know, but the shooting, I never thought he would take it that far. Man.
Yeah,
Is that not the craziest thing ever?
Yeah, that's a crazy, isolated incident. Wow.
But Rick, I wasn't aware that you could actually get that reaction from that procedure.
Yeah, I mean, well, you have to have
that's a lot.
You have to ask somebody like
I had that procedure.
Hey, Maurice, not the morning show.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Recording artist, y'all, YK Osiris, y'all. Now, he's being accused, y'all. A woman is talking about him, and people are talking about him because, first of all, he was accused of failing to pay y'all only $20,000 for a watch. And now his barber, y'all, is putting him out on social media saying that he's accused of running off on his haircut. Now they're saying, y'all, now this woman, she said that she cut on YK's hair the other day. She did the first haircut. She said she only charged him $150, and he paid her a beautiful $200 plus a $50 tip. But then she said the next time she charged him $100 for a lineup, which, we call an edge, and she said he did not pay for the edge. She told her that he was going to cash app her, and he refused. He hadn't paid her yet for that edge yet. So she's putting him out on social media. So a lot of people are saying, she was kind of wrong for that. They said because, first of all, she could have took it, honey, on the chin after he did give her $100 or maybe thousands of dollars he paid for the time that he did receive haircuts. And some people saying maybe he was going through something and he could have, just come and paid later because he did tell her he was going to cash out and stuff. And he did, because I know I had this situation where I forgot to cash out my barber, and he called me, honey, and I went ahead and cashed out. But they're saying, Will. So,
yeah, Willie hit you up. Yeah, Willie hit you up. Pedro hit you. Willie hit you up like 2 weeks later. Pedro gonna hit you up that day.
Okay, honey. So some people saying this was not only unprofessional, but they hope that other clients take notice that, honey, people do something like that. But I mean, you Ricky out and you get your haircut, Rocky. I mean, so would you forget to pay your barber or what have you? I mean,
I do that cash out in a minute, right then, right there, because when they leave and gone, I don't want no more attachment. I'm on to the next thing that I have to do. I don't like for anything to linger. I want to do it right then.
Yeah. Well, then some people saying when barber haircuts went up to that price,
she probably came to him.
Yeah, and when they have to use that black spray paint and stuff and fill in them holes, that's when the price started going up. And they have to use that Gorilla Glue and that Betty Crocker fudge cake mix.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
But it's interesting that she would mess up their relationship. If they had a long-standing thing and he was paying her good, like why put him out on blast? A lot of people get on social media when they in their feelings, and if she would have took a little pause and try to communicate with him directly, she probably could have avoided all of this. That's just my speculation.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You got one little hole in your barber, pull out some black pepper like they do over a salad.
Gary, go on to the next one.
All right, moving on, y'all. Oh, everybody's excited about Beyonce's 18-year-old nephew, Julius. They're saying, y'all, that he was spotted, y'all, with a new older woman, honey. And they're saying she's an IG model. And a lot of people saying they look like they're real happy together and stuff. And her name is Arabian. Now, they're saying she's been, dated a few other guys out in the business or what have you. They're saying she was romantically linked to Gunna and young boy Never Broke Again. But she's a beautiful girl, honey. But a lot of people are saying, y'all, they say, honey, she was exposed because they say she lived in a dirty apartment, honey. Uh-oh. Now, people took pictures of her apartment, and they said it was very dirty and nasty. And some people took pictures of her pill bottles and stuff like that, honey. They're saying, honey, that Arabian, honey. But, I mean, Why would people do that? I mean, young lady, first of all, she's a young lady. Young ladies don't usually keep clean apartments anyway, so why would they expose her apartment? Girls are on the run, they busy, they doing things, honey, and stuff like that. So I don't know why people would put her apartment out there and stuff like that, but she looked like she could be a nice young lady for Julie's and stuff. I mean, she's only a couple of years older than him. He's 18. I think she's 25 or whatever. So, let this man be happy and enjoy Arabian, honey. So I just don't know why they're doing it, but they're saying her medicine bottles for urinary tract infections and stuff like that. So I don't know.
And what?
Yeah, well, that's the medicine. I mean, a lot of people get urinary tract infections, though, Rick. I thought
that ain't no big deal.
No, so they took a picture of the medicine bottle and stuff. Then they had a name on it and the doctor name. That's tacky. But they're going to show you need to check out your friends, honey. So you don't know who's taking pictures of your bottles.
Wow.
All right, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is Iger. On the high end, you say Iger, and on the low end, just say beautiful gray, honey. That's your color for today, honey. Watch it come to your house.
All right, y'all, give it up for Gary with the T. All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. I got your wake-up call. Get them at 8669. Rickey, here we go.
Here we go. Wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Get it together. You up this morning, slid you in your house shoes, so it would be better. Wake up. Encourage each other and be productive. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Wanna know where you calling from? So come on and tell us. Wake it up.
This is Chris out of Houston, Texas. Let's not make college football about Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders always has been a winner. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
This is Essie from Raleigh telling Rachel, Pam, John, Kenny, and James to wake up, wake up, wake up. Rickey, we love you. Come back to Raleigh.
Good morning. This is Mona Sanders calling from Birmingham, Alabama. I want to call and wake up all those things with high school yellow jackets. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Good morning. This is Ann calling from Florida. Waking up my family. Let's go, Cheyenne, Rasadia, Kylie, Nicholas. Let's go. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
What's yours? Because we going to let them know. Let them know. Say Gainesville, wake up. Meridian, wake up. And Greenwood, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Where you at, Dallas? Wake up. In Chicago, wake up. ATL, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
I appreciate it, Brad.
You're welcome, Rickey.
Ladies and gentlemen, our favorite grandmama, Miss Bernice Jenkins.
Yeah.
Good morning, Janie. Good morning, Janie.
Good morning.
Sign me up for the Christian Jubilee. Oh, write my name.
Write my name.
Yeah. Sing it, Brett.
I've been changed since the Lord has lifted me. I want to
be ready.
Yes.
When Jesus comes.
Well.
Yes. Amen.
Here's our church announcement, Janie. Govern yourself
accordingly.
All cockeyed members, please go to downstairs after service to take pictures for the church yearbook. The photographer has a special lens to make all your eyes look regular if everybody look all the way to the left.
Oh, Lord.
You just look to the left. You're going to make them look regular. And congratulations to brother Melvin Green and his fiancee, BB. Their wedding is this Saturday. And they are the only little people that's members here, and they want everybody that's coming to know that they registered at Build a Bear, Stride Right, and Five Below. Make sure Five Below, Stride Right, and Build a Bear.
Oh, God.
And the funeral for Deacon Winston. You know Deacon Winston, Janie?
Yeah.
Deacon Winston West.
The what?
Deacon Winston West.
The fume.
The fume. Yeah, white people have funerals. Black people, we have fumes. The funeral gonna be on Saturday. And you know, he was 92. And he had suffered from clogged arteries, shoulder spasms, nerve damage, calf muscle swelling, dilated pupils, and knuckle cancer. But that ain't what killed him. What killed him was he was in the old folks' home and he had pulled up to watch CNN to talk about Donald Trump and all his cases before bed, and the TV room was cold. And then he went to put on a skull cap, but grabbed a tube sock by mistake and put it all the way down over his face, and he wasn't strong enough to snatch it back off before he had suffocated. So the funeral's gonna be Saturday. So make sure y'all keep the family lifted up in prayer, and they couldn't get his face back right, so it's going to be a closed casket. That concludes our church announcement. All right, Jamie, I'll call you. All right. Sound Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Who is this?
Boy, let me tell you something. You going,
bruh,
man, Shotty, you might start crying when I talk to you. When I tell you what just happened to me this morning, Rati.
Yeah, hey, this better be good, man. Because in order for me to start crying, it's got to be something.
I just had a moment.
I go hard. You know what I'm saying? Like I go hard. I don't break down and cry over nobody else's excuses. It better be good, dog.
Did not know excuse. I just had a moment. Yeah. And I just got to really step back and just appreciate what God just showed me just now.
What he showed you, dog?
I just dropped my little boy off his mama house to go to school. You know, my little boy, he's 7 or 9 or 6. He went on. But listen, so he said, Black Tony, you wanna go to work? He called me Black Tony. He don't call me Dad because his mama boyfriend, he called him Dad because he be doing a lot of stuff for him. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So he called me Black Tony. He said, Black Tony, you want to go to work? I said, yeah, I'm fun too, but I'm trying to come up with a reason not to. He said, I just want to tell you, I want to be like you when I grow up.
Yep. Oh, man. Wow.
And I said, really? He said, I was talking to my mama about it. I told my mama I want to get a job at Burger King, Taco Bell or something. And then I'm never going to show up. I'm going to call them folks every day and tell them why I can't make it. I want to be just like my daddy.
That's a song called.
He said, you done built a whole, you done built a
legacy.
For the family. He said, because I heard your daddy didn't ever go to work neither, because my daddy used to work for Marta. And my daddy missed 26 straight years of not going to work and never got fired from Marta. And then his daddy worked for the railroad.
Yeah.
And he ain't never go to work.
That's pretty. What about his dad? And my great granddaddy, he worked for some white folks. Yeah.
And he faked like he had back problems for 12 or 15 years, and he ain't never go to work. And my son said, I just want to keep this up. He said, so I'm going to get a job when I'm 16, and I'm never going to show up. I just got to go back home because I'm just too emotional right now.
Yeah, that thing got tears in my eyes too, Black Tony.
That's 5 generations. That's 5 generations of traffic.
God.
Can I just pay the rest of the day off?
That family.
I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Just crying hard, dog.
So I'm good till tomorrow.
Go ahead, dog. You good, man.
I let you, boy. Appreciate it.
I get paid. You know, like I said, if I get paid to kick and the best at what I do.
God, yes, you are.
Hands down.
Yes, you are. God.
Capital G, capital A, capital O, capital T. Period.
That's Floyd Mayweather. He's the GOAT.
I get paid. You know, like I said, if I get paid to kick and the best at what I do.
God, yes, you are.
Hands down.
Yes, you are. God.
Capital G, capital A, capital O, capital T. Period.
Oh, wow.
Hey.
Yeah. Oh, Christ.
Can't say anything about that bank account, though.
It's the certainty of the spelling.
It's the confidence for me.
With the period.
It was all K. It was all caps. Yes, sir.
In bold text.
Yes, sir. The champ, baby, Floyd Mayweather. He is the GOAT.
Yeah.
The guy. The guy.
He sure is. Oh, man.
The greatest all of time.
The what, K?
The greatest all of time.
Hold it! He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It is about that time. Gary has the tea and the color of the day. Gary, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. John Singleton, y'all remember that wonderful producer, actor John Singleton, honey? Well, it's being reported, y'all, that his mom, y'all, wins, honey, a court order against his beautiful daughter and her granddaughter, Miss Cleopatra, honey. They're saying after the judge, the celebrity kid, honey, asked the judge to continue, y'all, her 4-figure monthly school allowance, honey. Although, honey, Cleopatra didn't graduate from college, honey. They say family members of the late John Singleton are once again in court, baby, hashing out the rights to money from his estate. Now they're saying his daughter, who was attempting to continue receiving financial support for school, although she had already graduated, y'all. Now they're saying back a couple of years ago, they're saying John Singleton's daughter Cleopatra was granted. She was only getting $3,000 a month, y'all, allowance from the producer's estate to support her scholastic efforts. Now they're saying, y'all, that the baby boy creator transitioned from life back in April that year after succumbing, y'all, to complications from a stroke. Now they're saying in John's will, he reportedly left each, y'all, of his 7 children 1/7 interest in his estate and named his beautiful mother, Miss Sheila Ward, as the controller. Now they're saying, however, after Miss Ward reportedly denied Cleopatra and her mother's request to be paid $1 million from the estate, which they claim to be owed, they're saying that the celebrity kid successfully, y'all, motioned a court judge to grant her a monthly allowance as she was a full-time college student at the time with no additional sources of income, honey. Well, moving forward, honey, the mama, honey, John Singleton's mama said, wait a minute, honey, now this girl then graduated from Xavier University of Louisiana back in May of 2021, but she's still been receiving $2,700 a month for school expenses. Now, she reportedly asked that Cleopatra's final payout be reduced, y'all, by the amount she was paid after her graduation date, honey. Now, the court ultimately, y'all, sided with John's mother on the matter, but the ruling wasn't given without a fight. Now, they're saying Cleopatra reportedly motioned for her grandmother's request to be denied, along, y'all, with the entire state update. Now, she reportedly claimed that her grandmother had given the court inaccurate information, arguing that she still was taking online classes and that, honey, her grandmother failed to report certain transactions that took place, honey. But on and on to the break of dawn, this girl, honey, is not getting any more money. And should she, though? I mean, because, Ricky, I mean, that's his daughter. And, you know, when you graduate from college, though, you still, you know, you got to get a job and stuff and what have you. I mean, you know, some people don't get a job as soon as they get out of college.
It just depends on what he had in writing. Because I promise you, I go down there and change mine every single month. I just recently went and changed mine. When you get them relatives that's not doing what they supposed to do, you ain't finna leave no whole bunch of money to somebody that's gonna go and drink it up and smoke it up and all that kind of stuff. I stay changing mine or whatever because you wanna leave everything that you work so hard for to somebody that's gonna be responsible and that's gonna pass it on to the next generation. Not nobody that's selfish. Whether they selfish, they can be educated and be selfish and greedy and not gonna do the right thing. You got to have some mild-mannered people that's not temperamental and scam artists. And everybody show you exactly who they are. Everybody you got on your wheel, all you have to do is watch them close and look at how they operate or whatever. You know who not to leave nothing to. But they're not going to do the right thing. So that's important.
Yep.
But we don't ever want to talk about stuff like that because we just don't want to deal with death, period. But it's coming. You're going to pay taxes. You're going to stay black, and you're going to die. So you might as well deal with it and have things in place. There you go.
People walking around, honey, don't want to eat a steak and just go ahead and eat a hamburger. And you drop dead, honey, the next person's going to eat everything they thought they wanted to eat. So, honey, you better take your money and spend it and do what you need to do.
What kind of analogy was that?
What?
If you don't take your ass on to the next story,
move it on, child.
Shallow ass. What in the
Comedian
ham walls eating Jason's? What?
Comedian Lil Rel, y'all put his love on top, y'all. Recent, honey. Oh, damn, Rock T. Honey, they say he put his love on top during a very special event recently, y'all. The comedian, y'all, whose real name is Milton Howard, y'all, got engaged, y'all, during the final show of Beyonce's 3-night run in Los Angeles, honey, the other day. They said, as a popular question is memorable enough, they're saying the proposal took place, y'all, on Beyonce's birthday, honey. He said, she said yes, y'all. What a story. Thanks to Miss Tina Knowles and Jay-Z, honey, for helping make this special moment happen. He said, Beyonce put on an amazing B-Day show. Thanks for letting have a little time on your show, y'all, honey. So he and his beautiful girlfriend, honey, they are now engaged, y'all. Yeah, beautiful. It's nice that with him being a comedian, he didn't go get engaged at one of those comedy shows, and he got engaged at a very important show, Beyonce's show, honey. And
comedy shows are important. Wait a minute now. Don't do that.
But he sure ain't got engaged at one. He's a comedian, honey. He went to Beyonce where he got more airtime, honey, and more people would have witnessed and saw it, honey.
He deserved it, man. Lil Rel is a good dude, man, out of the shy. And we absolutely love him and all of his work. We're proud of Lil Rel. Congratulations.
Oh, yes.
To him and Miss Danella Lane, honey, they look happy together. Is he still working?
Yeah, he's still working.
You're crazy.
Lil Rel doing movies and
everything.
About to go on tour. Him and Tiffany Haddish about to do some dates together.
Oh, well, they on strike right now, honey, so hopefully.
That ain't got nothing to do with stand-up.
That ain't got nothing to do with stand-up.
Oh, y'all don't go on strike either? Oh. Y'all went on strike.
Man, go on. You trying to be messy. Don't let Gary get you caught up in your feelings. Boy, you messy as hell. You just care about to get offended.
Anyway, y'all, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is Iger. On the high end, you say Iger, and on the low end, just say beautiful gray. That's your color for today.
All right, y'all give it up for Gary with the T. We appreciate that. Gary with the T and the color of the day.
Health, happiness, and hope. It's Wellness Wednesday on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, every Wednesday is Wellness Wednesday. We got the one and only Dr. MJ Collier back with an update on the hot topic, that's going on in medical news. Dr. Collier, good morning. Happy to have you.
Good morning, Rickey Smiley, and thank you so much for the opportunity to bring healthcare information to the listeners of the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Listen, good morning, Rock T, Special K, Maria, Gary with the T, and the Brat. So listen, Rickey, there's some major things going on in the House of Medicine right now that I want to share with the listeners of the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. So if you suffer from an autoimmune disease such as a lupus or an inflammatory disease in your organs like ulcerative colitis, organ transplants even, or if you have any type of cancer almost, there's a new class of drugs called biologics. These have revolutionized the therapy, and it's a new form of treatment that you're going to have to ask for because it's so expensive. The National Cancer Institute defines a biologic drug as a substance made from living organisms or its products that is used in the prevention, diagnosis, or treatment of cancer and other diseases. So, Rickey, this is the age of immunologic therapy. You know the usual method of treating cancer focuses on eliminating the tumor through either surgery, radiation, or classical chemotherapy. Unfortunately, such treatments often do substantial collateral damage to healthy tissues. Your organs get damaged. This leaves patients with long-term side effects such as infertility, for women, premature menopause, often weight gain, painful neuropathies in your arms and your hands hurt, heart disease even. People they're now predisposed to heart attacks and strokes, or even a secondary malignancy. I've had patients that were treated for one type of cancer that may have been eliminated, and then they come up with another type of cancer within a year or so. And so that's due to the traditional therapies. Now, biological therapies free the patient from the traditional side effects of cancer therapy and an increased chance of long-term control or even cure. Diseases that offer biological treatments often include multiple types of cancers like stomach cancer, gastric cancer, lung cancer, bladder cancers, head and neck, skin cancers, breast and prostate cancer, skin cancers such as melanoma or squamous cell carcinoma, and colon cancer. So all of these are new and amazingly effective therapies. They are smart bombs that basically destroy the cancer cells and don't do any collateral damage. Skin diseases like psoriasis, this is really a big problem for a lot of people, and these drugs can take care of it. Crohn's disease, and we talked about ulcerative colitis. And so these are things that you need to talk to your doctors about. Make sure that they're making them available to you as one of your treatment options if you have one of those disease states. It's thought, Ricky, that these drugs can cost up to $250,000. So that's why you're not hearing a lot about them. But they are so effective. They are really what we have been looking for in the treatment of these disease states. But right now, it's just financially challenging for somebody to pay for it. So that's the problem.
All right, let's go to the phone. Show with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
Good morning. This is Ashley from Altamont. Yes, I was just wondering about sex during pregnancy. It's concerning. Just want to see from a medical perspective what you all have to say concerning that.
Okay, very good, Ashley. Thank you so much. Sex during pregnancy is often recommended, and it's a good way to relax for a woman, particularly as you get toward the latter portions of the pregnancy, it can be uncomfortable. You might have to be conscientious about positioning. Laying on your side is very comfortable, and possibly, standing and bending, those sorts of things. Position is very important, but it's pleasurable. Orgasm is very good for the pregnancy and helps you relax and just feel better about the pregnancy. It's such a challenging status because, you're feeling bloated, you're feeling full, you got all that extra weight that you're carrying on in your stomach, so it feels like a weight is on your bladder. So sexual intercourse is highly recommended and a good form of therapy during pregnancy.
All right, John with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
Good morning. This is Anna, and I'm calling from Greenville, South Carolina. I was wanting to know if you feel like fibromyalgia and bipolar disorder correlate in their symptoms, and if so, how you combat the symptoms like brain fog.
Those symptoms are, again, all of them, I think, are due to inflammation in the body, and so you treat it with anti-inflammatories. Natural anti-inflammatories are very good. Of course, vitamin D is the body's natural anti-inflammatory, and then things like curcumin, other things that you can make teas from, or you can take capsules from. All of these things will relieve that symptomatology, and even now they're looking at immunologic therapy that I just discussed for the treatment of that disease state. So stay tuned. You're going to hear more about it. But again, the problem is inflammation. And so I would recommend as casual supplements, vitamin D and omega-3 fish oils.
All right, John with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
Good morning, Dr. Collier. My name is Mr. Bill Cargill. I'm calling from Cleveland, Ohio. I'm a truck driver. I had to take a DOT physical yesterday, and they told me I had blood in my urine. Tell me, what do that come from?
Okay, blood in the urine is a common thing, particularly in truck drivers, because literally those seats are constantly going up and down and shaking your kidneys up. For most people, it's a condition called benign hematuria. That means blood in the urine. It doesn't mean anything of substance or significance. Now, you measure this on a scale of 0 to 4. If it was 0 to 1 plus, I'd just recheck it again in a few months. If it was 2 plus or greater, then you might need to be checked for anything from a urinary tract infection or to prostatitis. So I would not necessarily ignore it, but it's very common in my truck driver patients, and something that, again, if it's 0 to 1 plus, I don't really worry about. I just monitor. So benign hematuria is more than likely your diagnosis state. But if you have any other symptoms, such as burning when you urinate, difficulty passing your urine, getting up more than once, or if your urine actually appears to be bloody, then you need to have it evaluated by your primary care doctor or your urologist.
Oh, wow. That's good stuff right there. Dr. Collier, let everybody know how you can be reached.
Okay, Rick, I can be reached on all social media at Ask ASK Dr. MJ. I just want to let everybody know about that this Saturday, September the 9th, in conjunction with the Sideman Keeping It Positive Foundation and the Atlanta Medical Association, we're having a big health fair at the Mall West End from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. We'll be providing over $2,000 worth of symptomatic tests for these patients, evaluating you from head to toe. We got eye doctors evaluating your eyes, podiatrists evaluating your feet, chiropractors evaluating your musculoskeletal system, and doctors of every specialty coming to you at absolutely no cost. So come out to the Mall West End this Saturday at 10 a.m. These are the opinions of Dr. MJ Collier, not those of Rickey Smiley, the Rickey Smiley Morning Show cast, or its production crew. Ricky, one more thing.
Yes, sir.
Hey, don't you dare go away. You moving and grooving with Dr. MJ on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Time for Ricky's Quickies. Let's go to the phone lines. 866-9RICKEY. Let's go. Quickies.
This is the big dude, Duke Joint Woman. You know what I'm saying? Y'all better look it up.
Quickies.
In the heat of the night, I got trouble.
Quickies.
Thank God I woke up this morning. I'm living and breathing. Praise the Lord.
Quickies.
I was laid up with Lieutenant Dion.
Quickies.
My name is Leonard Johnson. I like to rub my wife back because she cheated on me.
Quickies.
Diabetic Dogs, please don't leave home without your insulin.
Quickies.
Hey, my quickie is what in the hell is going on with these damn airlines?
Quickies.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Come on.
Quickies.
Hey, you ever seen a pit bull bite a chihuahua? No, me neither. Well, it ain't pretty. I'm sure of it.
Quickies.
Hey, Ricky, this is Lady Reed, the funny lady from St. Louis. Thank you for letting me opening up your show in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Man, I was so happy. I'm still walking home all the way to St. Louis. I got about another 2 weeks to go, and I'll be at home. I love you.
Love you.
St. Louis, Lady Reed.
Quickies.
I want to tell everybody in Augusta, Georgia, don't mess no girl named Trina. She gave me crabs. Now I'm itching.
Quickies.
Hey, want to give a shout out to my boy Rick Dawg. Capital R, capital I, capital K, capital C, capital Y.
Quickies.
Capital G, capital O, capital T. Have a great day, guys.
Hey, Dave, you got that clip? Dave, you got that clip? What? Hey, wait a minute, stop the music. Let me tell y'all, if you just waking up what they were talking about, we played a clip with Floyd Mayweather. We was trying not to laugh because we be seeing Florida. We scared, everybody on the morning show scared we're going to get beat up, but here's the clip.
I get paid, you know, like I said, if I get paid to kick and the best at what I do.
God, yes, you are.
Hands down.
Yes, you are. God.
Capital G, capital A, capital O, capital T, period.
That's the homie. Yeah.
Everybody all over America saw this wedding that went viral. It just so happened to be my niece. I'm so excited to have Tiffany. Y'all give it up for Tiffany and Willie Jones, y'all. Come on.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hey, Tiffany.
Good morning. Hey,
What's up?
Uncle Ricky. Good morning.
Good morning.
Much. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing good, Tiffany. How you doing? I'm so proud of you. We want to jump in because y'all have kind of shocked America. First of all, thank you for bringing some happiness to the family after everything that we all been through. That was an exciting moment for the entire family. Tiffany, you let me just ask you, and I'm trying to separate the uncle from the radio professional trying to do an interview, but I have to ask you, did you have any idea that all of this was going to happen, and what went down?
No, not at all. I was clueless. I had no idea, Uncle. I was actually planning him a surprise birthday party on that day. That's why we was dressed up. I had no idea they was surprising me on top of a surprise.
Right, because I was back in the corner when you was coming down the steps, so you thought that you was... So why did they tell you to come down the steps where they had flowers on the floor and he was there waiting with the engagement ring. What threw you off?
So I was surprising him, and I was going to take him to out to eat with all of his friends. And so one of my friends, her and her husband has a transportation service. So I had them to pick us up. And while we were on the way to the restaurant, he received a phone call from one of his clients saying that she left her phone in his car. So because his client left her phone in the car, it made him stop downtown at the Crest building. And he went in and gave her the phone, quote unquote. And then he came back out and he was like, hey, it's a nice scenery in the inside. Y'all come on and take some pictures. But I had an attitude, Uncle Ricky, because we had reservations at 6 o'clock. And so I was fussing at my friend because it was her husband. I didn't want to be disrespectful to her husband. So I was like, oh, my gosh, you're about to be late. You know, call my other friends and tell them that we're going to be late. But I didn't know what I was walking into. And so I got out the car and I'm walking. I'm thinking I'm about to just take some pictures so he can get some pictures to post on social media because he just started this business. So I'm thinking I'm just going to, walk in the Crest building, take some pictures, and come on out. And
Gary, what was you about to ask?
Yeah. So, Tiffany, congratulations again, honey. So, Tiffany, tell me this. How long have you and Willie been together, honey? And, I mean, how did y'all meet? Did y'all meet, honey, at the grocery store, somebody said? Where did y'all meet and how long y'all been together?
Oh, my God. So we start talking in December. Our pastor put us together. So he messaged me on BLK. That's his dating app. And we talked maybe like a day, and then I unmatched with him. And then about a year later, I just went to church. I went to Revelation Church, and my pastor, Pastor Mike McClure Sr., he was preaching, and in the middle of his sermon, he stopped, and the Holy Spirit led him, and he just introduced me and Willie.
So, Tiffany and Willie, since y'all wedding with viral, I think somebody had told me, I read this somewhere, that they may be recruiting y'all for Real Housewives of Birmingham.
No, she ain't doing that.
Watch out.
No.
Oh, no. No, Gary, she had to have my permission. She ain't doing that at all.
Oh, that would be cute.
No, Tiffany, we just want to say, Tiffany and Willie, that we love y'all. You was a dream to raise. You are classy. She set up here. She lost her mother, which is my oldest sister. Trina passed away. She lost her father. Started her own business. Met Willie. You did everything right, and I don't have no complaint. You have always been respectful. You have never disrespected me. You have never disrespected my house, and you are definitely a leader. And you was a pleasure to raise. You have brought me so much joy considering everything that we all went through together. Gary, she was raised with Brandon. Really? Brandon, yeah. Portia, Riri. Y'all, that whole class of kids right there, you did it right. You did it right. You was never entitled. You all have just been awesome to the max. Nobody had to go up to the school for any of y'all, not one time. Never had to cuss y'all out other than for just jumping on the bed and not cleaning up the kitchen the right way or whatever, little small stuff like that. But I am proud of you. Tiffany, real quick, let everybody know how you can be reached and how they can see your wedding video.
Okay, you can follow us on TikTok at We Are the Joneses. That's W-E, the letter R, and then the Joneses. Or you can follow us on IG, keeping up _with _the _Joneses.
There it is,
or
y'all.
You can just find me on Facebook, Tiffany Jones.
Tiffany and Willie Jones, y'all. Love y'all. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
News headlines, entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Front page right here, Maria. Good morning.
Good morning, Ricky is being brought to you by the Urban One Podcast Network. The Rickey Smiley Morning Show podcast hit 1 million downloads thanks to the team, guests, and loyal listeners. Listen to the podcast on the Urban One Podcast Network at urbanonepodcast.com or wherever you get your podcasts. Good morning, RSMS family. Here's what's happening in news. Tropical Storm Lee is expected to intensify into an extremely dangerous hurricane in the Atlantic Ocean by this weekend, according to the National Hurricane Center. Its exact path is still uncertain, but will likely track across the tropical Atlantic through the end of the week and make a close pass at the Leeward Islands over the weekend. In other news, a life-saving nasal spray, Narcan, is now available over the counter at pharmacies across the country. The Narcan medication, which is used as an emergency treatment for opioid overdose, is available for $45 a box with 2 doses in each one. Lastly, did y'all know that the most popular birthday is on September 9th? To celebrate, Chuck E. Cheese announced it will throw 500 free birthday parties for lucky winners. Drawings for the Chuck E. Cheese Big Day of Birthdays will occur at multiple locations across the U.S. and Canada on tomorrow, September 7th. I'm Maria Moore, and that's a quick, look at news. For more news stories and other headlines, visit RickySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock T, what you got in sports?
Already, Maria Coco Golf. Shout out to her, man. She advances to the semifinals of the U.S. Open. First American teenager to accomplish this since Serena did it back in the day, man. So big up to Coco. Let's go get that cup, man. College football AP top 25 rankings are out. Number 1, Georgia. Number 2, Michigan. Number 3, Alabama. Number 4, Florida State. Ohio State is number 5. USC number 6. And, of course, I got to shout out to number 22, Colorado Buffaloes, man. Deion Primetime Sanders hitting to the top 25. Man, y'all don't realize Colorado won 1 game last year. So for them to respect them boys and get them up in there after week number 1, big ups right there. New York Liberty superstar Breanna Stewart dropped 40 points on the Dallas Wings last night, also setting the WNBA single-season scoring record, 861 points. She actually finished with a total of 885 on the season so far. That's 25 more than Diana Taurasi's old record from 2006. Last but not least, man, Snoop Dogg ranks Shaquille O'Neal as the greatest NBA rapper ever. And I agree 100%, man.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
Hey, Rock, we're gonna get my boy Johnny Spragg on the phone, man. That was our favorite song when we was back in the 90s when we was in the streets ripping and running up and down the streets of Brown. We would play that Shaq back to back. We had the cassette tape, Rock. We're gonna play that tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna get my boy Johnny on the phone.
Let's do it.
Time for the hot spot. What up, Brat?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the Hot Spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, it looks like Beyonce's firstborn daughter, Blue Ivy, has no problem stepping in as a music manager if needed. On Monday, Tina Lawson took to her official Instagram and shared a video of her getting her hair and makeup done while in the glam room. Now, in a brief clip, the 69-year-old businesswoman is seen showing off her glam team as they touched her up, her hair and everything, highlighted curls and makeup for Beyonce's birthday. Now, during the video, the mother of Beyonce noted that the iconic singer's birthday was that day, to which a voice that is allegedly Blue Ivy can be heard questioning if Tina Lawson was making another video again. While speaking of Beyonce's birthday yesterday, which was celebrated at her Renaissance tour stop in California, at the end of the clip, Blue Ivy seemingly caught wind of the video being filmed, and the 11-year-old then hilariously asked Tina, "Grandma, are you making another corny video again?" That is so funny because kids definitely think that when you older and you doing anything that they kind of do the same way, that it's corny. Yeah. It could be the same thing they doing, but because you doing it, it's corny. That is crazy. All right, y'all, moving on. Sean Diddy Combs will receive the Global Icon Award at MTV's 2023 Video Music Awards next Tuesday. The hip-hop icon will also take the stage for his first VMAs performance since 2005. He was also nominated 4 times this year, twice for Best Collaboration, as well as Best Rap and Best R&B, thanks to his work on Creepin' Remix and Gotta Move On. Now, the Global Icon Awards, which was originally MTV's Europe Music Awards, celebrates an artist whose unparalleled career and continued influence has achieved a unique level of global success in music and beyond. It is also reported this week that Diddy has given up hundreds of millions of dollars in potential revenue by returning publishing publishing rights to bad boy artists such as Notorious Big's estate, Faith Evans, Mace, who's been complaining about getting his money forever, 112, and many more. So congratulations to Diddy on winning that award, and that's awesome that you know giving them they publishing back. I mean,
that's dope.
People don't normally do that, even though it's a little late. It's a little late in the game, but they still gonna receive something from it because I think you get 2 nice royalty checks when your songs are getting used per year or whatever, or from the record sales and stuff like that. Besides the money you make performing the songs. All right, y'all, we gonna wrap up the hot spot on
I don't care what you sit up here on this radio show and talk about or whatever, but you will never, ever not acknowledge the fact that Floyd Mayweather is the GOAT. Here's a clip.
I get paid, you know, like I said, if I get paid to kick and the best at what I do.
God, yes, you are.
Hands down.
Yes, you are. God.
Capital G, capital A, capital O, capital T. Period.
Gayat. Gayat. Gad.